Good evening, you're watching Fiji Today News. I'm Lavinia Ndiva. Leading tonight's news, the government of Fiji signed a memorandum of understanding between the government of the Solomon Islands, in particular the Solomon Airlines. The memorandum sets out a list of priorities for both countries to work towards airspace management. Government this week issued a statement in response to the recent inaccurate comments made by the President of the New Zealand Law Society. The Attorney General, Mr. Ayaz Sayed Qayyum, was responding to the President of the Society, Jonathan Tim, who, despite several invitations by Fiji to visit the country, continues to make inaccurate and biased remarks despite verifying these comments with the relevant authorities. This isn't the first time that the authority has failed to obtain any comments or verification from within Fiji itself.
Attorney General and Minister for Justice Ayaz Sayed Qayyum this week responded to statements made by the President of the New Zealand Law Society in an article in the Fairfax media. According to the Minister, the comments made by the President of the Society, Jonathan Tim, are obtuse, lack any substance, and it's clear that he is seriously misinformed on events in Fiji. Earlier this year, the New Zealand Law Society's President publicly talked about the independence of the judiciary in Fiji, without substantiating any of the claims. This week he once again attacked Fiji's judiciary without verifying with Fiji authorities. The statement from the Attorney General also went to say that the government continues to extend an invitation to the New Zealand Law Society to observe for themselves the introduction of modern laws in Fiji and to meet with members of the legal fraternity in Fiji, including himself, the Solicitor General and the Chief Justice. Despite this invitation, the Society President has been dependent for his reports by the New Zealand media, which continues to produce negative and inaccurate reports on Fiji.
Poor waste management practices have been adversely affecting tourism, health, the environment, natural resources, and weakening Fiji's resolve to achieve her Millennium Development Goals, says the Minister for Environment, Colonel Samuela Saumatua. The Minister made the comments yesterday as he launched the 2011 to 2014 National Solid Waste Management Strategy at the Holiday Inn in Suva this week.
The National Solid Waste Management Strategy of 2011 to 2014 intends to assist Fiji in moving towards the development of sustainable waste management systems within the country in accordance with our specific needs. Since the introduction of the first National Solid Waste Management Strategy and Action Plan of 2008 to 2010, there have been big improvements in solid waste disposal in Fiji. Speaking at the launch, Colonel Samuela Saumatua, the Minister for Local Government, Urban Development, Housing and Environment, said Fiji recognized waste management as an important environment issue and at the forefront of national policies and required prioritized actions.
This is Fiji's priority task today. We need to clean up our communities and our surroundings. In retrospect, Fiji is blessed with a clean and healthy environment. It still is. However, the increasing incidence of pollution, land degradation, biodiversity loss, invasive species, and climate change, to name just a few, have pushed government and its partners to work overtime in trying to find appropriate solutions to address them all.
The launch was also attended by different government agencies and ministries, non-government organizations, corporate bodies and stakeholders.
The Singapore Association in Ra has received another boost from the government after the Department of Agriculture handed them a new tractor to complement their work. Handing over the tractor on behalf of government, Divisional Planning Officer Choseva Vodea said the machine will be fully utilized by the farmers of Ra.
This is the second tractor that has been handed to the Singapore Association for the last 3 months, and it has contributed a lot to most of the farmers in the area of Rakiraki and Ra.
I would like to take this opportunity on behalf of government and also the Commissioner Western Division that one of the project, PSIP project for the Western Division has now been realized in the province of Ra for the Singapore Farmers Association with the donation of a tractor, that we hope that will really have an impact in terms of the production of the farmers in the province of Ra.
Principal Agriculture Officer West Sugrim Chan said the tractor would also be used for the cultivation of vegetables, but that first priority would be given for the cultivation of potatoes in the province of Ra.
And we see that province Ra was neglected for some time. After Prime Minister's visit last year, we identified the areas that we need to move in, And machinery was one area that we have identified, and I'm grateful to the people of Pra that we have been given this opportunity by the government of the day for delivery of 2 sets of new tractors.
The new tractor and implements worth of $118,000 for land preparation works by the farmers in the Ra province.
Coming up, formalizing our High Commissioner to the Court of St. James. Stay with us, that and more right after this break.